Welcome to episode 2 of the Temple of Elemental Evil. I am Dreadmore, your dungeon master, and these are your players for episode 2. Valber, our first level gnome wizard. Nyrexus, a first level tiefling sorcerer. Anix, the first level dragonborn rogue. Jeru's trusted scout Dusty Slay. The mysterious droll elf warlock Alton. And a swordsman named Zert. He was hired by Nyrexus at the Inn of the Welcoming Wench. Join us as our heroes travel to the Moathouse, where they encounter giant frogs, deadly spiders, giant venomous snakes, swarms of giant rats, and ticks the size of bucklers. Our heroes awoke at the end of their stay at the Welcoming Wench, where the innkeeper had kindly offered them a complimentary breakfast. As they finished their meal, a note was handed to them, requesting a meeting with the overseer of Hamlet, a druid named Jeru. Also, a man named Zert had arrived to join their group. He had been hired the night before by Nyrexus, who had heard rumors that Zert was a skilled swordsman and a dependable individual seeking work. The party set out for Jeru's home. Upon arrival, they found Jeru and a woodsman named Dusty Slay. Jeru tasked them with investigating a bandit threat operating out of the old Moathouse. He also requested they take Dusty along as their scout. Their mission was to eliminate the bandits and then scout the area for any signs of evil occupying the ruins. The adventurers embarked on a 2-hour trek toward the Moathouse. As they approached, they encountered 2 giant frogs and 4 smaller frogs, which had leapt onto a dry patch leading to the Moathouse's drawbridge and broken gate. After a fierce battle, the frogs were defeated. Moving into the courtyard, they saw that Zert's horse had accidentally broken through the drawbridge, injuring its leg and causing it to limp painfully, reducing its mobility. Although the courtyard was quiet and seemingly abandoned, there were no signs of bandits. A tower stood intact nearby, with double doors open to the Moathouse's interior. Anix and Valber cautiously entered. Inside, Anix was ambushed by a giant wolf spider that dropped from the ceiling. The spider failed to land a blow and was quickly slain. The party searched the tower, uncovering hundreds of copper and silver coins, along with a jewel box worth 125 gold pieces. Next, they prepared to enter the main structure through the double doors. Inside, they found evidence of recent bandit activity. Trodden paths made by humans and animals, a carcass of a giant rat, and bones strewn across the Great Hall's tables. From the hall, they moved south down a 30-foot corridor. A staircase leading upward was blocked by a collapse of stone and rubble. Anix examined the western door of the corridor. Behind it, a small room was quickly discovered to be occupied by a frightened rat scurrying away. Searching the chamber yielded nothing of value. Moving to the other western door, they found an empty bedroom with no valuables. Turning east, Anix used a mage hand to open the door, revealing a foul stench of animal waste that overwhelmed the senses. Disgusted, the party decided not to proceed further into that room. Continuing down the corridor, Alton, Zert, and Anix entered a corner chamber at the end of the hall. Inside, a giant snake was curled in the southeast corner. Alton, wary of the creature, chose to retreat and leave it undisturbed. Anix, however, cast Witch Bolt on the snake. His initial attack missed, enraging the beast. The snake lunged at Zert, biting him viciously and causing a severe wound. Zert quickly disengaged, and Dusty, the ranger, stepped in to attack with his longsword and shield. His strikes weakened the serpent, and combined with magic, the party swiftly subdued the giant venomous snake. They found nothing else of value in the room. The group then proceeded down the remaining 30-foot western corridor, which contained 4 closed doors. Annex opened the first door on the south, revealing a trophy room. After a thorough search, they found no valuables. The next door to the south revealed a small, cluttered living space, again yielding nothing of worth. Turning to the northern door, Annex inspected it for traps and lock mechanisms, finding none. Inside, they discovered a long-abandoned kitchen with moldy food and broken cookware strewn across the floor. While exploring, a giant tick fell from the ceiling, attaching itself to Annex and draining his blood. The rogue quickly lost consciousness from blood loss before Dusty managed to kill the creature. Emergency aid was administered just in time to save Annex's life. Meanwhile, the rest of the party spotted a storeroom and a staircase leading downward into darkness. Nyraxis entered the storeroom and was immediately ambushed by 3 giant rats. The rats bit into him multiple times, nearly killing him. The party fought back with a combination of melee and magic, finally slaying the rats. Beyond, they found a staircase descending into complete darkness. Realizing the dangers ahead, the heroes decided it was best to return to Hamlet and spend the night at the Welcoming Winch, regrouping for their next move. Join us next week for episode 3, where our adventurers continue exploring the Moathouse.